All right, good morning. So we're getting back to the Nightshift, choose your own adventure horror game where you're trying to escape the hospital. Let's back up a second. The last one was you reach for a green colored chart, but the drawing pin falls out, taking the roster with it to the floor. You tut in annoyance, but then notice a small hole in the board. It had been hidden by the roster, and as you peer closer, you realize that the hole goes through the wall too. If you want to press your eye to the hole so you can look through, turn to page 46. If you have a bad feeling about doing that and would rather just leave, turn to page 162. Let's do 46. 46. Let's see. 46. At first, you can't believe what you're seeing. It's the adjacent renal unit, and it looks normal. You pull back, ready to yell through the small hole, but at the last second you see something, and you pause, squinting again. It looks normal, doesn't it? Nurses walking back and forth, patients in beds, clean, no murders. Just what you'd expect. Oh, wait a minute, didn't we do this already? Yes, we did this one already. And so we had to turn to page 162, which made going to 46 rather pointless because we were supposed to go to 162. Okay, sorry. Now we're in 162. Or we're going to go to 162. Let's see. If I can find it. There it is. Just before you reach the main doors to the intensive care unit, you hear a sound that chills your blood. A faint click as the connecting door to the operating theaters open. You freeze. Footsteps again. Those heavy, confident footsteps. Wait, we read this one too. But are they coming your way? There's nowhere to go if they do. You can run and you can hide, but all that do so. You can run and you can hide, but all that do so have all died, comes a sing-song voice from the distance. Not only is he hunting you, but he's taunting you. Tears fill your eyes and trickle down your cheeks, but when you realize the footsteps are moving away from you, he's heading towards the rest of the hospital. You hear the door at the end open and close, and you sag with relief. You're safe for now. We read this one too, yeah. You head quickly along to the junction. The door on your right, which leads back to the operating theaters, is now wide open. And if you decide to go back there, turn to 332. If you want to head left and follow the man's footsteps, turn to 276. Well, seeing as how you're terrified of this man, why would you follow him? Let's follow him. 276. Him. You walk cautiously, ducking your head every now and then to avoid the huge curtains of cobwebs hanging down. You can't begin to imagine what's happening, and you have no idea what to do. All you know is that you're being chased by a murderer, and the only thing you can do is to try and find some help. You reach the end of the corridor and the double doors that take you to the main thoroughfare. You open them cautiously, expecting the maniac to jump at you, but there's just more decay and silence. It feels as though you're the only person left alive. Where do you go now? If you want to go left, turn to 93. If you want to go right, turn to 242. Which way is out? Did it say that in here? Let's go to the left. We're going to go to the left. 93. Okay. After a few more steps, you reach stairwell B and see that the fire door has got something daubed onto it. It's gloomy here, so you have to rely on the weak glow of your trusty pen torch. Still, there is no hiding what the symbol is. You curse and feel tears springing up in your eyes. Not that you believe all that superstitious nonsense, but really? A five-pointed star. What's it called? A pentacle? That's never a good sign. You try the door, but surprisingly, it won't shift. It's locked. So you walk on to the end of the corridor, which simply turns to the right. If you choose to follow the corridor around, turn to 2. However, straight in front of you are the doors to the renal unit, and if you want to investigate there, turn to 215. There's the symbol, just in case you want to know. So, let's see. 5 minutes. Let's go one more. Let's investigate the renal unit. 215. That looked rather normal when we were looking at it through the pinhole in the wall. 215. Here we go. At the bottom it says turn to 2. You try to push the door open, but it's stuck at the bottom. You heave with all your strength, hearing it scrape against the floor, and when the gap is big enough, you attempt to squeeze through. Just as you're wedged in the space, having serious doubts about the wisdom of this maneuver, you see a shadow shift ahead of you. You gasp and try to pull back, but your scrubs get caught. A tall figure steps from behind the door and stands in front of you. For a second, you both stare at each other. This figure is wearing a long waxed coat, a beaked plague doctor mask, and is holding a kidney in his right hand. It's quite a sight for a few seconds. You're too dumbstruck to be frightened. "What do you want? I'm busy," it barks at you, the voice muffled by the beak. "I want to get out of here," you eventually stutter. It sighs impatiently, then, "Well?" Its left hand is outstretched, waiting for you to put something in it. "I haven't got all day. This kidney won't transplant itself." You have a look of confusion on your face as you think about the items stuffed in your pockets. What does it want? But before you can come to any decision, it pushes you firmly in the chest away from the door, then forces the door shut again. You have no choice now but to carry on to the corridor, turn to 2. There's a picture of the plague doctor. Even holding a bloody kidney in his hand. Okay. 7 minutes. I think that's probably enough for now. Let's go. We'll start at 2 next week. Thank you for listening. Bye.